So it's Tuesday, the 8th of August, 2023, 8/8/23, and I wanted to give you a little brief update on what's been occurring this last week. So, since last week, I've introduced these two people. So, Mr. Kerala on the palluvan veena, he's looking absolutely fine. Look at the tile. So I've got this tile that is it's part of a rose really. I've got a little section here if you can see it. That's a rose type swirly whirly. So it's afforded using this in a very clever way so that the beards and moustaches of these chaps, funny really, I don't really like beards and moustaches, but it is de rigueur for the old Indian chap these days. Although most of my family in India don't have moustaches and beards, but there we go. Oh, my brother has. Oh, yeah. Anyway, I digress. So he's got his piece of slate for his bow. And he's got a little bit of crockery for the end of his veena. And then I've got a little bit of kiln craft cleverly cut up so it becomes the string kind of tightener. Can't remember the name of that at the moment. And what I'm really pleased with here is a tile that I used. Where is it? There we go. A tile that I used to give the sense of animal skin for his veena. So it kind of, for me, it looks like goat skin. Sorry, vegetarians and vegans, but yes, that's what is used on some instruments. So I'm pleased with that. There were so many lines on his, I'm not going to put a dhoti on. He's going to have a piece of fabric wrapped round. Of course, I've forgotten the name to that as well. I'll write it down in the description box below, which some of my family use and wear. It kind of wraps around, and then there'll be a delightful little bit of detailing as an edging. And he's going to be wearing a beautiful blue. Keep on going at the back here. I should have prepped this better, but I've got a lovely, gorgeous turquoise blue plate with a lovely gold rim. So I'm going to get crazy with having stripes of that pattern all the way down with a little bit of, there you go, I'm going at the back here again. This was given to me by a friend who got this for free. And I might use these blue tits in the middle. Look at those. They're gorgeous. Very painterly. Very painterly. These are 10 a penny and sometimes less than a penny. One of them's chipped, but I've washed them. I tend to wash all my crockery when I get them. So he's going to have a little bit of a stripe of this gold edging with that turquoise all the way down. So it's going to be quite a funky kind of, waistcoat, I would suggest. I think he's going to have a waistcoat. Unless I decide to put cream on his shirt and perhaps this on the bottom. So it's all to play with. And then the lady singing next to him is from Bangladesh. So I've got her sari dressed in the Bangladeshi style. So there's a piece of the sari behind on her shoulder, and then there's a loop of sari tucked across the front. It's a traditional way of wearing a sari in Bangladesh, and in fact in India you can always tell who's who and what's what and what part and region they're from by the sari that's worn. So I'm Gujarati, and my sari, as you can see here, she's got her chunni done in a Gujarati style over her right shoulder and across. So so that bit would be across here if she was Gujarati. The traditional Hindustani way would be just over the left shoulder and swooped down so that you've got the pleats in front underneath. So there you go, a little bit of cultural know-how there. So it's all working out really well. You know, yesterday I measured this and I thought, oh, it's 10 foot. I'm sure it was supposed to be 12 feet. Well, of course, that board there was in the hallway. So got that out and I'm prepping. So you might notice that I've got circles of blue and holes in it. So what I've done is I've measured out the fixings. These are the dowel fixings that Marmox have generously given me. A lovely huge box of the dowel fixings with the dowel nails as well. So as you can see, what's going to happen on the wall in the garden is that I'm going to apply tile adhesive on the wall and squeeze this onto the wall, obviously when all the mosaic is done, and then I've already mapped them out as well on this one. These dowels would fix in, obviously with the drilled hole on the other side, and then we'll tap these into place, which is brilliant. These dowels are like that on the back. So they're like raw plugs, basically. So they'll stay in place. And they're ideal for brick walls and cement block. So yeah, so that's a very, very generous of them to send them over to me. But they donated these boards as well to me. So that's fantastic. And I'll send you the link to the Marmox site as well so that you can see what kind of gorgeousness they have. This is a multi-pack. So it's it's, what is it, 4 foot by 2 foot, and 12.5 millimetre thick. And I've put an edging of fibreglass mesh with tile adhesive over it. This is not paint, this is tile adhesive, so that, you know, so it won't come away when I put mosaic bits. Some suggest that if you have a painted wall, the mosaic tessera won't stick to a painted wall. I've not found this because I've got painted walls and I've stuck many a mosaic on it and it's not come away at all. So maybe it depends on the environment weather-wise in different parts of the world, like America. So yeah, so I've got this ready to roll. This, as I may have suggested before, I'm going to have a couple of figures on this panel and that end panel as well. And this lady's from Orissa, so I'm going to have another lady from a different area. There are approximately 28 regions in the whole of India, but I can't have all 28, but I'm going to have 9 figures. So 9 is a good number. Can't have all of them. You never know, one day I might have some more fence panels with the rest of the gang from different parts of India. Let me just show you where the wall is, because people keep on asking me where you're going to put it. Let me just pause this. So this is the wall that the mosaic's going to be on this wall here, which is roughly 12 feet by 5 feet. And that's my garden. And as you know, that's where my beautiful table is, my glass on glass table. So you can imagine what it's going to look like when it's all completed. Yes! Anyway, Caroline Jeriwala, Mango Mosaics, over and out. See you soon.